What if I tell you that with just 2 yards of fabric, you can make this trending handkerchief skirt? Hello guys, welcome back to another amazing tutorial. I made this skirt with just 2 yards of fabric. If this looks like what you're interested in, do stick around and watch the video to the end. Do not forget to like, share and subscribe. These are the materials that you need to replicate this skirt. You need your chalk, your fabric, you need your tape, your scissors, and ruler and your elastic band. The width of my elastic band is 1 inch and I'll be using this for the skirt. I'll be using a pattern paper to illustrate first what I'll be doing on my fabric. So this small pattern paper, let's assume this is the whole length of my fabric. Now I will be folding this pattern paper into 4, the same way I'll fold my fabric. So I'll first fold into 2 as shown, and I'll further fold it again. So this is the whole length of my pattern paper. I'll fold into 2, then I'll fold into 4 because we're going to be cutting this in form of a flare. We'll be making this fold to get our circumference for the waist. So this part is opened and the upper part is closed, and this upper part is where we're going to be cutting our waist circumference. Using my pencil to illustrate, I'll be demonstrating how our waist circumference is going to be on the pattern paper, and this is how we're going to be doing it also on the fabric. I'm using this pattern paper as guide so you can understand when I start cutting on my fabric, because my camera might not be able to capture everything. So we're going to be, after taking the waist circumference, we're going to take the length of my skirt and I'll cut it with this shape. This is the shape we're going to be using on our fabric. So this is how we're going to be drafting on the fabric. So take the waist circumference, the length of your skirt minus your waistband. So if the waistband you're using is 1 inch, you're going to take out 1.5. That's 1 inch for the band and ½ inch for the sewing allowance. I hope you understand. Now to get your circumference for the waist, you're going to be using your hip measurement. So you divide your hip measurement by 6.28 to get the waist circumference you're going to be using for this skirt. Since we're going to be using elastic, you have to use your hip circumference. So I did not add any allowance to the hip circumference. I just used my hip circumference divided by 6.28. After marking my waist circumference, I minused 1.5 inch from the length of my skirt. If the length of your skirt is 20, take out some inches for your waistband. Like I said, my waistband is 1 inch wide. The width of my band is 1 inch. So I took out 1.5 from the actual length of my skirt. Now, after taking the length of my skirt, I will just go ahead to connect as shown. Using this shape, you're just going to connect your handkerchief skirt, and that is basically it for the drafting of the skirt. Do not forget to add 1 inch folding allowance to the length of your skirt. Now after cutting, this is the shape you should have for your skirt. Now for my waistband, I'll be taking my round waist circumference. After taking my round waist circumference, what I had was 22 inches. If you notice, I took just one part of my waist circumference, so I'm going to add 22 inches to that to make it 44 inches. So if you take your waist round circumference, you're going to have something of that margin. But do not forget to use your own measurement. So the width of my band is going to be 3 inches. On fold, it will be 1.5 inches. And that is what I just marked on the length of my band. This is my band. Now I will be taking my actual waist measurement and I will minus 3 inches from my actual waist measurement. I will take this band to my sewing machine and we're going to be sewing on the band, closing it and also attaching it to the skirt. So I'm going to take you through the process of making the band. I have gone ahead to add my elastic band to the casing as shown. I'm just going to spread this out evenly and I'll be sewing the elastic band with 1/2 inch. Now, after fixing the elastic inside the casing, I will just use my pin to hold the band and the elastic together and I'll be sewing on top of the band. So this is the waistband we are making. I will just sew around it and leave 1/2 inch space and also sew around this again. This is optional if you do not want to do this, but to add a little bit of beauty to the band, you can do this. When sewing on your band, do not forget to stretch your band properly when sewing so that the ruffles on it gathers evenly. After sewing on the first line, the upper part, I came down by 1/2 inch and I'm also making a second line on the band as shown. After sewing my elastic band, we're going to be attaching this to the skirt. I will place my elastic band on my skirt and I will secure it with my pin and I will be sewing this round. Do not forget to stretch your band properly while sewing. If you have watched this video up to this point, please do not forget to hit on the subscribe button to watch trendy and easy sewing tutorials as this. Like this video, share, leave a nice comment in the comment section. Thank you so much for watching. After sewing, this is what the skirt looks like. Will you be trying out this tutorial? Let me know in the comment section. And did you enjoy watching this video? Was it helpful? Also let me know in the comment section. I'll be seeing you in my next video. Bye.